Have you ever looked at a picture of Angkor Wat and just wondered, how? How did a civilization from nearly 1,000 years ago, without any of our modern machinery, build something so vast, so intricate, and so breathtakingly beautiful? It's one of history's greatest architectural puzzles, and today, we're going to unravel the secrets behind the construction of this Khmer masterpiece. First, let's talk scale. Angkor Wat is not just a temple. It's the largest religious monument in the world, covering an area of over 162 hectares. That's about 400 acres. The entire complex is surrounded by a massive moat, over 3 miles long and 620 feet wide. Just digging that moat by hand would have been an unimaginable task. But that was only the beginning. The temple itself is built from an estimated 5 to 10 million sandstone blocks, with each block weighing up to 1.5 tons. That's the weight of a small car for every single block. And here it's the mind-blowing part. The quarry where they sourced this sandstone was over 25 miles away, on the sacred Kulin mountain. So, the first major challenge was transportation. How did they move millions of tons of stone across such a distance? Archaeologists believe the Khmer engineers were masters of water management. They likely used a sophisticated network of canals. During the rainy season, these canals would fill up, creating a waterway from the quarry straight to the construction site. The heavy sandstone blocks would be loaded onto rafts and floated down. It's a brilliant solution, using the power of nature to do the heavy lifting. But even with rafts, coordinating the transport of millions of blocks would have required incredible organization and manpower. Once the blocks arrived at the site, the next challenge was lifting them into place. Remember, no cranes, no forklifts. Evidence suggests they used a combination of ramps, pulleys, and a whole lot of human and animal strength. Imagine thousands of workers, possibly aided by elephants, hauling these massive stones up earthen ramps that got taller as the temple grew. They would use choir ropes made from coconut fibers and bamboo scaffolding to maneuver the blocks with precision. It was a slow, painstaking process, requiring immense coordination. Each block had to be perfectly placed to ensure the stability of the entire structure. Now, let's look closer at the temple itself. What's truly astounding is that the entire structure is held together without any mortar or cement. The stones are so perfectly carved and fitted together that they rely solely on gravity and friction. This technique is called Ashlar masonry. The builders were such skilled stonemasons that the joints between the blocks are often difficult to even see. To achieve this, they would grind the surfaces of 2 adjacent blocks against each other until they fit seamlessly. It's a level of precision that would be impressive even with today's technology. But the genius of Angkor Wat isn't just in its engineering, it's in its art. The temple walls are covered in nearly half a mile of intricate bas-relief carvings. These aren't just decorations. They are epic stories from Hindu mythology, depicting gods, goddesses, epic battles, and scenes from daily life in the Khmer Empire. Think of it as a massive stone storybook. How were these created? After the blocks were in place, an army of artisans would get to work. They would first sketch the designs onto the smooth sandstone walls. Then, using simple iron chisels and mallets, they would meticulously carve out every single detail. The sheer volume and quality of these carvings are staggering. It is estimated that creating all the reliefs would have taken hundreds of carvers many decades to complete. Each face, each piece of armor, each ripple in the water is rendered with incredible skill. Let's also talk about the layout and symbolism. Angkor Wat is not just randomly placed. It's a symbolic representation of Mount Meru, the mythical home of the gods in Hindu cosmology. The central towers represent the 5 peaks of Mount Meru, and the surrounding moat symbolizes the cosmic ocean. The entire temple is a microcosm of the Hindu universe, built in stone. Furthermore, its alignment is astronomically precise. The temple faces west, which is unusual for Hindu temples that typically face east. This has led many to believe it was originally built as a funerary temple for its founder, King Suryavarman II. During the spring and autumn equinoxes, the sun rises directly over the central tower, creating a stunning visual effect that highlights the Khmer's advanced knowledge of astronomy. They weren't just builders. They were astronomers, mathematicians, and theologians. So, who were the people who made this all possible? The construction of Angkor Wat which took about 30 years in the 12th century, would have involved a massive workforce. We're talking about tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people. This included skilled quarrymen, stonemasons, sculptors, engineers, and a vast number of laborers. It was a state-run project on an unprecedented scale, a testament to the power and wealth of the Khmer Empire at its peak. Inscriptions found at other temples give us clues. They list the workers, their roles, and even their rations, which often consisted of rice. This wasn't necessarily slave labor as we might imagine it. Many were likely skilled artisans and farmers who contributed their labor as a form of tax or religious devotion. Building the temple was a collective effort, a way of earning merit and honoring both their king and their gods. To summarize, building Angkor Wat was a monumental feat that combined brilliant engineering, masterful artistry, and incredible human effort. They transported millions of tons of stone using canals and rafts. They lifted these massive blocks using ramps, ropes, and raw power. They fitted them together with microscopic precision without any mortar, and then they covered the entire structure with some of the most beautiful and complex stone carvings the world has ever seen. Angkor Wat is a powerful reminder of what humans are capable of achieving. It stands today, not just as a ruin of a past empire, but as an enduring symbol of creativity, devotion, and sheer determination. It's a puzzle solved not by alien technology or magic, but by human ingenuity and an unwavering vision. So the next time you see a picture of those iconic towers rising from the jungle, you'll know the incredible story of how they got there. It's a story written in stone, a legacy of the Khmer people that continues to inspire awe almost 1,000 years later. Thanks for watching. If you found this journey into the past as fascinating as I did, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more explorations into the wonders of our world. See you next time.